Thank you for staying with us. It is still the conversation on Lagos television. And on this side, Adebayo is dancing. That's because we're talking about music.
We're talking music.
Yeah. So behind every song that you listen to, there's a mastermind weaving magic with beats, melodies, and creativity. We're talking about the art and craft of music production. Joining us is Omogbolahan Adebayo. He is a music producer, and he'll take us on a journey into the electrifying world of music production. You're welcome, Omogbolahan.
Thank you very much.
Can we call you Bola?
It's an honor to be here.
You're stressing my mouth.
You know that we were talking about that name,
Yes.
you know, Omogbolahan. I said that name. I've not heard it in a long time.
Like
so
an
I thought
ancient name.
it is. I'm ancient. So I thought that name had stopped with my generation. I don't hear parents name their children Omogbolahan, Babatunde.
Yes,
you
yes,
know, they don't. And it was giving us an interesting story about that name. We'll talk about that later.
So now that we are talking about music production, so take us through, you are a music producer. Why is music production so important when it comes to music? How important is the role of a music producer?
Okay, first of all, thank you for, it's an honor to be here.
I'm glad to have you.
Music production, how will I put it? Let me just start from the role. So the role of a music producer is wide. We go from budgeting to seeing the raw material when you are told the raw material, to seeing the finished product, or to have like maybe a 70% of the finished product in view. Not everyone can see that, you know. So when the person tells you, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, say, okay, so this song, I'm getting this feeling from it. I think we should go through this route. And for this to happen, we need this kind of people to come on in. You know, people think once I can make a beat, that's all. I'm a producer. But it's not like that. They're beat makers and music producers.
So what's the difference?
So they are now two now.
Yes, a beat maker.
Music producer.
Yeah, they're beat makers and music producers. There are musicians that play, that are music producers. Not everyone that plays
is a producer.
But you know nowadays, okay, before, for you to do music, you have to go to a studio. You go to a studio. Most times it was record labels that own studios. But nowadays, as long as you have a laptop, you can put in the software.
And do it in your house.
Yes, I'm a music producer. And that's not it. That's not it really. And that caused a lot of people's music to, the full potential didn't come out, you know. So it's always good to know who a music producer is. Go to the music producer to ensure that your work is really, really good. You know, so a music producer goes from budgeting to time scheduling to session scheduling. You know, be there when the artist is singing for proper recording. There are proper recording techniques. Not everyone knows that. Everyone just thinks, okay, I have equipment, just come plug the microphone and sing. But it's not like that. There are proper ways to record. You know, when the music producer sees ahead, he knows exactly what the person is to sing and how the person is to sing it. Singing techniques, you know, not all the artists know it. So the music producer is supposed to be like, okay, no, don't sing it like this. Do it this way. Taking step by step through and making the artist feel comfortable while singing so that the best parts can come out. So
I like what you just said now, that, you know, you guide the artist to bring out the best in him or her. So that is leading me to a question, you know, right now, which is, you've talked about what you do. So I'd like you to walk us through the process of what you do, from an idea to the final work, which is a track.
Okay, so let's say, firstly, I'm on my own, then I get a call. Okay, I have a song, an idea. Due to COVID, everything is possible from afar. You know, I have an idea. I'll say, okay, send it to me. Sing it on the tempo. so that I have the idea of what the rhythm of what you're singing sounds like.
So when they send it to you, is it through the phone?
Yes, probably WhatsApp.
WhatsApp,
or
okay.
to my mail.
Okay.
I hear it. From what I'm listening to, I have an idea, okay, this is giving me more of Fela, or this is giving me more of what Nathaniel Bassey would do, or this is giving me more of what, let me see which artist is Lagbaja would do. So okay, I know what this thing sounds like. Okay, so we settle. I don't settle the key at first because I mean things can change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can change at any point. So I go straight to the point. I have a lay down of what I feel it should sound like, and I also ask for reference tracks. So you know, okay, when I was listening to this song, this came to me, so I felt like doing this. So I asked for a reference track.
Influenced it.
Yeah, when we have that, then I create based on it. It shouldn't, I'm not compulsory, I make it to be like the reference track.
Okay.
But from the idea, I pick up some elements that are there that he or she picked interest in. Then I create the music. I don't go too far. To an extent, probably the percussions and the keys, everything that needs to be done. Then I send it. Person like, okay, I like this feeling, but I think we can add this and that and that. So that's where the discussion comes in, to build on. I have my idea, you have your idea. How to marry it to create the best out of it. When we've done a large extent, it can be live, it can be digital. When it's live, we gather all the musicians together. You know, the person says like what most gospel artists do.
Yeah.
So they have what they call a backing track. Yes, so before you gather all the musicians, probably 3 or 4 keyboardists, 2 guitarists, and the rest like that. But nowadays, you don't really need to do that. You can have everything done, even vocals, pre-dub, they call it pre-dub. So like they sing on the track I have made. So when I go to a church, I play, or a concert, I play everything I've done, and the musicians with me play along with it. It's called a backing track.
Yeah,
You
makes
know,
it sound.
that way you sound very much professional. So you can see 3 singers.
That's medicine.
Yeah.
The
That's
power of
black
technology.
magic.
It's technology. So those that didn't follow through were left behind. You know, so everybody, you know, holding on to tradition and not moving past that.
That will lead me to my next question.
But
So,
isn't that more of miming?
No, it's not
mine
mine.
because you're still singing live.
So you have probably 3 backup singers, but you've done like 10 or 12
it makes it
backups
fuller.
already. So it makes it
sounds
full.
full, yeah.
So it's like you are giving them the experience of a song live.
Okay.
So the lead singer's voice won't be there, although in the secular world, most of them keep their voice there. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. You know, key instruments that are on stage, you remove them. The bass guitar, the lead, probably the soloing section of the lead guitar, because the lead guitar plays like a lot of tracks to make it full. The drums, practically that. So you have the lead singer live, every other instrument live, but background music going on. It's called the backing track.
Okay.
Yeah, we have that. So that's for the live session. That's what, and the producer ensures that everyone plays. You interpret the music according to the way it's supposed to be. You bring your idea, but it has to follow according to the way the music is supposed to be. So when they are rehearsing, the producer is there. No, I don't want you to do like this. I mean, enter from this section, do it this way.
Music producers must have a big head.
So they help to bring out the dynamics in the music. Everyone can just want to play.
Yeah.
Playing an instrument is different from playing the music, using the instruments to play the music. So it's about telling everyone their role, how they come in, ensuring the music is what's in your mind, they bring it out. That's the idea. When I started music production 2017, and I didn't like music producers. I felt like they were fake because I mean I
Were you a
play.
singer before then?
No, I play a bit of the instruments, the bass guitar. So I'm like, okay, on the bass guitar, I spent hours practicing a particular technique, and then you just hear that, okay, this guy just downloaded one software and just press something, and then everything I've been ready for hours, he just does it like that.
And mashes
And like,
it up
what's
together.
the meaning
The
of
sense of your hard
yeah,
work.
and like, what's the meaning of that? Where does that leave us guys? But I realized that I had ideas, and it's not easy to call people. Okay, come, I have an idea, let's bring it out. And how do I do it? And then I didn't have any equipment. My laptop was, so I got a phone, an iPhone. So I started music production from my phone. I've done albums, singles, I've done a lot of songs from my phone. When my phone could not carry it again, my friend got an iPad, and I took the iPad, and I continued from there till I was able to get
A laptop.
and recording equipment.
I can see.
The
So
progress.
The progress.
So I started from an iPhone 5. I found one software. And I was like, this thing is not hanging. Yeah, okay, I can start from there. And then all my ideas, I started doing them. No keyboard, no nothing, just pressing the phone. I did full songs. I did a lot of things.
Because
So-
a lot of passion.
Oh,
so
yes.
that
And
is
Yes.
what you want
Yes.
to do.
So my question now is, let's look at how technology has helped the music production industry. When you look at the analog and digital,
Yes.
I know.
Talk about it.
But again, I want you to look at the pros and the cons. You just said something about having a software that can just do everything that you have been putting a lot of work into. Now, where does this leave the musicians, as those that play the instruments? Do you think that at some point that there will be no need for them?
Okay, that's a very good question. So in the secular world, all they do is digital. Mostly, what they do is digital. So you have concerts where, okay, they invite this artist, and then all it does is play a track. You know, but you really can't remove the need for live musicians. You can't remove the need for it. There's this energy it gives. Then, if you've noticed, secular artists are now using live musicians. We have Burna Boy's concerts where they went through series of arrangements, very good arrangements. But before, they were just playing tracks. So now everyone is going back to
The way it used to be.
the way it used to be.
I mean,
Having live musicians. I mean, he had brass lines, saxophone, trumpet, everything. He had dancers. He had every instrument.
But that's how Fela used to do.
How Fela used to do. But he had the track, the backing tracks. He still had the backing tracks. And
The live band.
those amount of people, you know, it brings out the beauty of it. Gospel, is a normal thing for gospel. You always need live music. So people are doing fully digital to go into live.
To the basics.
Yeah,
To
because
me, life sounds sweeter.
live sounds, yes.
Yes.
So actually, people can do digital such that they won't know it was live. All the music I did when I was using my iPhone 5 to all the phones I was using, people didn't know that it was live. That wasn't live, that was fully from the phone. People started asking, who was the drummer, who was there? I was like, I did everything from the phone. You know, but it still can't beat having it live.
There will always be a need for.
There will always be a need for musicians, saxophone, everything. There's this, the emotion in it, you know, music is a universal language. So people in Italy might not know what Fela was singing in Yoruba, but the stadium will still be full.
Yeah.
Because it's not the language itself, it's the music, the language of music that people listen to. So the feeling, and that feeling was there present because it was live. People felt it. So digital music is good, but there is a feel it brings when you add live instruments to it.
Okay, music is both art and of course a business.
Yes.
So how do you marry both, you know, by ensuring that, look, this music must sell, and of course still maintaining your artistic, what's it called now, integrity?
Yes, yes. So that's a part musicians, music producers, artists didn't look at for a while. and they fell victim of a lot of things. You know, the music business is key. Music requires money. You can't escape it. It requires money. You do a song and then friends and families are listening to it. It's yeah, you know.
They listen, or you even beg them to listen to your song.
You beg them, you put it on family group chat. WhatsApp group chat. Okay, please, oh, I've done a song. You know.
What role do radio, present? Okay, the media
Stations, the media
itself.
play.
What role does the media play in ensuring that music is out there?
Yes. So there are what's it called? The sponsored ads. You know. You can Instagram, TikTok, they do it. You know, you put in money and then it spreads your song. You can also reach out to influencers. Influencers will collect money.
You have to pay them.
You will pay.
You want to record labels. The idea of record labels is they spend money on you to get money from you.
But isn't that better?
It's better,
By not having any,
but it's a trick. That's the tricky. That's the tricky situation.
and at the end of the day, you start to have
so and then because you don't know the music business, you'll they just give you this contract and then you didn't call your lawyer. Let's sit down and read this thing. They'll tell you that they can tell you that they can tell you that no, we need you to respond, but you say no. I need to calm down and look at it. You sit down with your lawyer. Every word, because they use the lawyer too to write every word. So you need to interpret what they said.
Traps are hidden.
You know,
between the lines.
just be at the last corner. You will see it. You know, to know, okay, what are you expecting from me? And then what percentage are you taking? You know, all these things to be clearly defined, like you sit down and know it. Then when you finish signing whatever you signed, have your copy. So even if anyone is going to edit anything, you will tell them this is what this is what we did.
True.
So you don't change things and then think that I don't know. You know, have your copy. It's a tricky. There's money in music. Musicians are not poor. They're not poor. There's money in music. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm looking at?
You're saying.
I don't understand why she's always looking fresh.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And he has confirmed.
There's money in music, and labels know this. You know, they invest millions in you. They get. It's a business. They can't get the same amount they invested in you back. They get a lot more back. You know, so they know that there's money in music. They know artists that they can push. That when they blow, they can get a lot from. But artists don't focus on these things. They are just on, I let my music come out so people will like the music.
People will know me.
You know, people will know me. People like my music. But then the financial aspects, they get ripped off. So a lot of people are now being independent artists, releasing songs for themselves, then trying to push it. That takes money, but if they can maintain, they will see the
result.
I mean, Nathan Ebasi is not in a record label.
Okay, do you have a particular genre of sounds that you like to work with or work on, or that brings out, the best in your art?
Okay. Western music is good, but Western music is good, but I am always for indigenous music, high life, Afro. There's a song that came out today by Juliet Alonge that we produced. It's Afro. That song, I think that should be one of my best work yet, because that song is good. I don't know. I just
smiling.
I like the song. I listen to it. I listen to it steady. Like it's out. It came out today, but I mean, I've listened to it like how many times today because it's good. I like African music. I like the.
I wish you had brought it, so that we will all listen and then.
Oh, my phone is not here.
Okay.
I will. My phone is not here.
So now let me move to my. Now, while you were talking about the role of a producer, you said something about the producer has the producer has the ability to see the future, even though the material is still raw. Now, how do you ensure that you don't have a conflict with the artist when it comes to trying to let the artist see the vision for that song. It's my song, you're my producer, and then you're telling me, no, let's not do it this way, let's do it this way. How do you ensure that the artist is able to align? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't, and there's no conflict.
So what I do times that happens is I'll tell the person, okay, let's do it this way. I will make what I see. Let me make it for you to see. By saying it, you might not understand fully. But if I make it and you can hear it, and you can vibe with what is happening, say, okay, no, I like where it's going now. Or the person says, no, I actually want it this way.
Or have you come across an artist that says, no, just do it the way I want. After all, I'm paying you. This is the way I want it.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not, because I always try to see their view, ensure that they know I see their view, and I am ready to impute what they want, but as well that they should see. There was a person that didn't believe what I was saying about a particular track, and then I told him, okay, this is what you want, I've done it. Now let me infuse what I'm saying, what I think, into this, then see what happens. And the person actually really liked it. The person had to do the album art such that to flow with what I said, and it was a very nice track, a very good track.
Okay, what are some of the other challenges you face, or biggest challenge you have faced as a music producer in this industry?
Okay, I would say sometimes in the beginning it can be discouraging, seeing that most people won't believe in you. You know, a lot of people want to, I would say it's both ways, artists and producers. A lot of people want to go for people that are already there, people that have made it. I've had people come to ask me for, to do a song for them, and then I tell them an amount, and they're like, no, I can go and meet this person, you know. But later on, time showed, you know, they came back, but I mean, it's just a different story entirely. So people not believing in you at first, funds to get the right equipment, because it's costly to get the right equipment, laptops, sound cards, headsets. You can buy headsets of like 10,000 naira in probably Computer Village, but the headset you need for the work, it goes to like
because you need
300.
to hear the
more thousands.
Yes,
yeah.
like
Naira.
thousands, 300, 400, 500,000. You know, audio interface can hear some of like 700K and stuff like that. So it's costly. You know, so getting the equipment to start, people believing in you, getting ripped off at first because you did not know the business. You know, there's producers' rights, royalties, not knowing much about these things. Yeah, those are the it will hit you sometimes, but then you have to. So only those that it's their passion, like they know they can't do without it, then they continue, then they know about the business, and then they move on.
All right. Interesting conversation that we are having here in the studio, talking about the art and craft of music production. But we will go on a short break now, bringing you our Lagos sense, and when we come back, the conversation continues.
Before I knew what was happening, a bike just passed opposite, like moving opposite the direction of traffic, and just took the phone from my hand.
Oh, wow.
And by the time I was looking at WhatsApp, the other guy had run to meet him on the bike, and they were going like that. I'm like, how did it? The whole thing?
It was like a movie.
Yeah, it was like a movie, you know. I had another experience where I was walking on the road, and then someone just said, "Hey, Safa, why are you wearing this thing? That's these beads, you know?" And like, why am I wearing these beads? I wasn't know I used to wear this, and I don't understand. where are these rules coming from? It was like, my organ wants to see you. I was like, eh. He said, my organ wants to see you. He's there. I'm like, eh.
So what did you do?
I said, call your organ. He's here. We're going to meet in this place. You will not.
Isn't there a way to just ignore these people when they talk to you?
Yes.
And just keep walking?
Sometimes they follow up. Oh.
So the
They
thing is,
follow you.
it depends on the time and the place. So there was this vigil I had at the church, and then I was going back home at Beggar, close to First Bank.
Okay.
And one guy, what they would do is, they are coming, they want to hit you. So you stop and say, what happened now? But I already learned to always dodge these people.
Yes, don't engage
So
them.
by the time the guy was coming, I saw that the way it was coming, it was like, it was too close. So I intentionally dodged it. My hand touched a bit, but I dodged. And I kept going. And the guy stood and looked at me. I saw him. And he started following me. It was around like 5 a.m. or 5:30.
In the morning?
Yeah, people were moving, so the guy was cautious, was now stepping back a bit. When I saw that there was nobody around again, and I could say, hey, Alpha. I was already waiting for, what does this guy want to say? He said, now you know I'll marry my sister. I'm like, I just laughed. Like I didn't expect
Where do
that
I know
one.
you from?
I just laughed. We shall say that no add up, and then he went to now describe something to me, and he came close and I said, hey, I will shout and I will hold you here. Like it was something else. So the beat thing, I've had like probably 3 experiences with it. But I was always on the road and I did not wait. You want to talk to me, be talking to me as we're going to the bus.
But when you are in Lagos, you must have sense.
You just must have sense.
You
Lagos,
must have sense.
Lagos,
Okay. So back to our music talk now. For someone who is watching right now and has the dream of becoming a music producer, what advice do you have for them?
Okay, first thing I'll say is know about it. You know, it's not just the drive to be a music producer. Your love for music is good, but it's not enough. You know, you need to know about there's a business side of it. You need to know about the business side. No matter how much you love the music, the business side you will also see it's also something that will be in your face. Know the business side of it. Know what you are entitled to. Know your rights. Stand by your rights. That's 1, 2. Music production is a very enjoyable business. The art of seeing what's on your mind come to life is mind blasting.
We are just smiling.
I like it, you know.
Smiling.
Every time I get to hear what I've been singing in my head, I get to hear it on speakers.
It's fulfilling.
I'm
right?
telling you, it's really fulfilling. So that's it for me.
It's been an insightful conversation about the artistry and craftsmanship of music production, and we've been having this conversation with Adebayo Omogbolahan, you know, maestro music producer. Thank you very much for joining us on the conversation. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the show continues.